All right. Welcome, gentlemen, to a Foreign Affair Live Wednesday, right? Tonight is all about the Philippines. We are a Foreign Affair Philippines.
Course. Wednesday, Philippines.
This is Ronna's show. I'm just here to lend a little bit of a hand, but guys, she's all yours tonight. You get to ask her anything you want about anything having to do with the Philippines. For those of you that are new to the show and don't yet know about Ronna, why don't you introduce yourself and let the guys know a little bit about your history.
Hi, I'm Ronna, the Every Other Wednesdays host, and then
hostess.
Hostess. Sorry,
hostess with the mostest. Yeah, okay.
I'm a product of AFA. I mean, my husband is one of the client, he also works here, and we met together through AFA. Our love story began.
Rob was very, very lucky to have gone to, well, he met you in, what's it?
In the socials in Davao. Yeah.
So Rob was very lucky to have met Ronna at that social in Davao, and now a year and what, 3 or 4 months later, you've been married?
We've been married.
So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Guys,
you're in our marriage.
I was at the marriage. I was at the wedding.
I was
at the wedding, and it was wonderful. But you know, it's wonderful to have someone like Ronna and to have her expertise because, gosh, she's been through it. She lived in the Philippines. She understands what the culture's like. She understands what the women are like. We always talk as men, well, you know, the women want this and the women want that. And well, don't you think it'd be nice if we had a woman that could tell us what she actually wants, you know, what she actually thinks? And we do. And believe me, I'm married to a Russian woman, and she tells me what she wants and thinks all the time. And I'm sure you tell that to Rob too, right?
Of course.
So now you can tell it to all of our wonderful listeners out there when they have questions, which I'm sure we're going to be getting quite a few questions here as we go. We also have some really cool treats in store for you tonight as far as messages from some of our past clients. We have a really cool wedding video to share with you.
I cried at that.
You cried at that, huh? Yeah, I know. That is so cool. So that's going to be really cool. We're going to share that in just a few minutes. And then we have some other couples that you want to talk about. I mean, there's such a cool Filipino community, not just in Phoenix, but in the whole U.S., because you have couples all over the U.S. that you are in contact with, right?
Yes, I have friends from California, from Houston, Texas that we're going to visit on May, and then from California, from Louisiana. Yeah, we're spread all over the world.
I know.
Because I've been a member of the AFA for 3 years, since 2013.
Right.
And meet Rob at the year of 2016,
So you've been around for a little while, and you've seen a lot of your friends be successful.
And yeah, of course. That's why I've heard of AFA, because one of my friends got successful on AFA's couple.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. All right. So first of all, I also want to give a shout out to all the guys that are on the Kiev Kharkov tour right now. Congratulations. We got a bunch of guys out there.
Yay. Congratulations, guys.
They're out there in Ukraine, and they're just getting to meet all kinds of different wonderful women, and it's such a cool experience. I'm so happy for all of them. So that is in progress right now as we speak. And then tomorrow, our Bangkok tour starts. So we're going to have a bunch of guys descending upon Bangkok for that tour. So all the staff out there, get ready. They're coming. Of course they're ready. We've been talking for weeks and weeks, and they've been doing all their preparations, and that's going to be a fantastic tour. And then the following week, while that one's still going on, we start the tour in Cartagena. So it just goes back to back to back. So there's never an excuse, guys, not to get yourself out there, because there's always a cool destination happening somewhere with us. You know, you don't have to stay on that keyboard and write those letters and do all that stuff. You can actually extricate yourself from the keyboard and go and meet wonderful women in person, right?
Because more than 100 girls per night, per socials.
At least. Oh, yeah. That's in the Philippines, because the groups tend to be a little bit smaller, about 8 to 12, maybe 15 guys at a time. You have 100 to 120 women at those social events. But in the Ukraine, you may have somewhere between 300 to 400 women attending those social events. It gets crazy.
Yeah, because every city, right? Every city
is different, so
different ladies.
That's crazy. But if you want to learn more about how this whole process works too, you can join one of our seminars. They're free, they're fun, you get great seminar-only discounts. and wonderful food. I mean, prepared by the
Yeah, it's
finest
free.
chefs from France, right? They come and they make this wonderful lunch. No, they don't really, but you do get some food there. And it is free. You're right, Ronna, and it's wonderful. And so we have one coming up in San Antonio,
Yeah,
May 4th.
San Antonio.
And then Houston, May 5th, where you're going to be pretty
Yeah.
soon, right? But
Oh
not
my
for the
God.
seminar, but
Yeah,
you're
not
going to
for the
visit your
seminar.
couple there. And then we're going to have, so that's San Antonio, May 4th, Houston, May 5th. And then, if I could read my handwriting, it looks like Chicago, I believe
Chicago,
it
yeah.
is, May 25th.
Chicago, there's no location yet, but it's near the airport.
Well,
yeah.
they'll have that location up soon, but it probably will be near the airport, one of the hotels like we usually do. And then same with Milwaukee, May 26th.
And London.
And then London.
Yeah, wow.
Tanya and I will
Peru.
both be in London.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I want to go to
I
London.
want to go
right?
to.
Ronna's like, I want to go to London. Get me to London. All right, maybe one of these days we'll get you someplace
Soon,
like that.
yeah.
I think Australia might be a cool
Yeah,
place for you,
to
right?
visit one of our very great couple who just married
Yeah.
us to January. Yeah.
That's where that video is going to be coming soon. We're going to show that in just
Yeah.
a minute. But yeah, London on June 28th.
June.
So all you blokes in the UK, I would love to see you over there in London. I can't do the accent, so I won't try. But I'd love to see you over there. It'll be fun. We'll have a great time, have some fish and chips, and get things going, and a good beer. Like
Yeah.
a stout.
Wow.
That's like a, yeah, okay. Enough of that. That's going to be fun. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. You're going to take a couple
Oh,
questions
is
here,
it?
right? Because no one wants to ask me anything. It's all about you, right? So I'm sure no one cares. So we're going to start with
From Jim. Yeah.
All right.
Miss Ronna, what USA foods do you dislike? Which USA custom seems strange to you? Okay, the food is, we're very much like the food here, because it's not too different, aside from they don't have rice, because
Yeah.
every time we go to the restaurant, no rice, oh my god, all bread or something. So it's really like a little bit you get
Do you like the Mexican food?
yeah,
there's
Mexican
some-
too,
you do?
because they're close
You got a little bit of rice in Mexican food.
yeah.
Okay, so she likes the Mexican
And
rice.
then, and the custom is like, when in terms of the kids, like at the age of 18,
When-
yeah, at the age of 18, like they're going to, you're
gone.
going to go,
They're gone.
yeah,
They're done.
They're done. Yeah, I don't want that. I have 6-year-old kids, and my husband said he keeps on joking that when she turned 18, she's gonna go to a house. No, because in the Philippines we have this like very close relationship in the family. When you're not ready to go outside the world or to be independent, then just stay at home.
So the children stay maybe into their 20s.
Yeah.
Or later in the
even
family.
me, I still stay in my grandma in my 20s, 25th,
But you know,
like
guys,
that.
we're laughing and joking about this, but you know, you talk about traditional values. You talk about how things used to be and things like that. And that used to be the way here in the States too, where families stayed together a lot longer.
Stick together.
More, and actually, it is born out of love, but also out of financial necessity, right? You just
Yeah,
don't have the
yeah.
money to go get yourself an apartment or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's how it used to be way back in the day here after the Depression in the United States. And then we got more affluent, and now you don't have the same families living in the same state, let alone the same house. And it is different. But my kids, 18, you're out. You're gone.
Yeah.
Nika, if you're watching this, you've got about 2.5 weeks left, Nika, and then you're done. She's-
That's the family things together.
yeah, so we're gonna
So
see.
the
Just
family
kidding, Nika,
closeness
just
here,
joking.
it's way it's difficult.
All right.
It's different.
Mike has a question for you, of
Okay.
course, because no one's going to ask me anything. That's fine.
From
My
Mike
feelings are not hurt.
Williams. Ronna, what bank or service do you use to send money home in Davao City? I use Zoom.
Zoom.
Oh, Zoom. It's expensive. It's cheaper, and it's very reliable.
Okay.
To get it in time and on just one day.
See, Zoom, you should give her a free transfer
Yeah.
since we're plugging you on
Yeah.
the show for free. All right, good. Zoom. All right.
Zoom. It's I was
You
thinking
can-
this
you
is
can get
quite
out- you can-
expensive.
Yeah, you can find that online, guys. It's real easy. Oh, here's the age-old question from Kenneth.
Kenneth, do the women like beards? The beards, yeah, here. Some don't, some don't, some likes. But it's like your appearance is like you're getting more matured when you have your beard. Yeah, and the ladies are tickling that.
So what do you think? If a guy's good over, should he shave
Yeah.
the beard or should he leave the beard? To shave or not to shave? That's the
yeah,
question.
it's to shave. Yeah,
say
most.
shave?
Yeah.
All right, guys, lose the beard. She says lose the beard. Does Rob? Rob doesn't have a beard.
No.
You don't want him to have a beard?
Yeah, I don't want him to have a beard.
See, Rob doesn't have a beard.
Yeah.
I don't have a beard.
It's like neat. You look neat and clean when
Yeah.
you don't have the beard.
So maybe if you have a close beard, one of those close beards, not like a big old beard, you know, like there's mosquitoes living in it. You don't want that. Food in there and stuff. They just did a thing on the news. Beards can be very like not hygienic. Very, so.
But if you meet a lady first, you have to shave it for the first meet. But later on, when you meet each other and you get click to each other, then you can ask her and what she prefer. Because we're still different point of views.
We're going to take a couple more questions. There's a ton of questions already, which I knew they would be, and they're all for you, of course, which is wonderful. That's what we want. So you're going to take a couple more questions. Then we're going to watch this video, because this video is really, really heartwarming. It makes Ronna cry every time she watches it. She's watched it like 10 times, and she cries every time. But it is very telling. It illuminates why this works really well, especially in the Philippines.
Why this is real.
Yeah, so it's really cool. But let's take a couple more questions first.
Okay. From Kisare, how big of a deal is the age gap? I'm 49 years old. Oh, the age doesn't matter really. It's not a deal. The guys are just making it a big deal.
It is a bigger deal to the guy than it is to the women, especially in the Philippines. The Filipino culture is that to where they are more acceptance of a larger age difference. So why is that, Ronna? Why do you think a man who's older is going to be better for a marriage material? Why?
Because when the guys are older than ours, it's really we prefer it because they are now stable. They have stable job. They have gone through a lot of problems that we can learn into, and then in terms of the family, like you don't have to have problems anymore in terms of financially, and then they also understand a lot of situation that you can share to, and then understanding and caring. They treat you like a princess, like a baby or something.
They dote on you much more. You get more attention, and they're more mature.
Mature.
They're treating you more like a woman, like a wife. Okay.
It's really, it's different.
And I hear that a lot. This isn't just coming from Ronna. I've heard that from women. I've been doing this now for 24 years, and I've heard that same explanation over and over and over.
Yeah.
So, but now, on the flip side, Ronna, let's take a look at this question. Go in here.
From Bat. Is being young, 25, a disadvantage when considering how Filipinas will think of me?
See?
Less mature or something. Oh, yeah, it's
flip
different.
Side.
Yeah, flip side. When you come 25, there's disadvantage and advantage. Advantage is that when you are younger, and younger women too like to have adventures. Like when you're younger, you can have go to swim a bit, to like extreme adventure, which the old women don't want to do that. And then it's like when the age are closer, it's like you have a lot of things that you can do together.
So let's talk about that for a second. If he's a 25-year-old guy and he's going to the Philippines, what age range? Because I imagine a 25-year-old woman is going to look at him and say, "You're not mature enough yet for me." What age range should he be really focused on? It's
like 18 to 26 or something like that. Yeah.
You think someone older would be interested in him?
Yeah, it's still different when it's still like a little when there's an older woman, because we are the one going to have a big deal with the.
You're gonna have the problem.
The big deal with the difference, but. Especially the tricky thing in Philippine women is that they look 18, but they're like 20 or 30 years old.
I know, they always look way younger. They really do. So I think, liberalist Bat, if you're looking for someone from, say, 18 to 21, 22, you shouldn't have any problems. Once you start getting closer to your age, or maybe a year above it, some of the women might not think you're mature enough.
Yes.
I mean, it probably helps that you're a foreigner and you're actually doing this, so they look at you like, oh, okay, you're coming all the way over here. But I would imagine that you might lose a little bit of interest when you get closer to your own age because of what you just said before about that age gap. So yeah.
But the thing too is that when, especially me, like I have a daughter, we have a children. The lady has a children, so we need to think of a practical way to build a family.
Right.
Well, the younger guys has and the younger ladies, which mostly don't have child yet, they prefer younger because they want to have adventure first before building a family.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. All right. So now I want to go to this video because I think this video is really, really cool. And actually, I want to give a shout out to
Cebu
Cynics.
Company and
Cynics,
Yeah.
because they're the ones that produced this video, and they did a
Hi, Rob.
fantastic job.
Hey, my husband.
No shout out to Rob.
I love him. I miss him now.
Don't talk to Rob. No, just kidding. But all the people that, everybody out there, thank you for all you do. I think you guys do a great job and getting better
you
every
so
day.
much.
So let's get into this video now. We're going to watch this. It's about a 7-minute video. And I think Ronna will make some comments on it while it's going as well. So here we go.
It looks very good on the website, but it's really...
He's from Australia.
Yes, he's from Australia.
There is reality in this.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
February 14 last year, he proposed me in one of the nice spots here in Cebu, at
That's the
top
proposal.
Cebu.
Scene.
Right, top of the hill.
Cebu
When I
top.
came here, as I was saying, I met Kimberly at one of the socials, and it was like I had a little gift box. I give the girls a little gift when I go to the socials, and one of the ribbons was kind of
Jason
loose,
from
so I sort of
Australia.
pulled it off, and I gave it to her, and I sort of said, could you help me tie this back up again? And so she sort of took the box and tied the ribbon back up again,
Kimberly.
got it all
from
nice and
Cebu,
neat, and she goes,
Philippines.
there you go. I said, thank you, and so I gave it back to her. So that's for you. And so she unwrapped it again. And after that, we just sort of clicked. We started going out, and we went out to a few little restaurants, and then we got engaged, and we're getting married today.
I only wanna wake up with you. I only wanna be with you.
He asked me to go out for dinner, which I thought was just dinner, and then my friends, all my friends
I
was
think
there.
Kimberly is like 26.
Giving me each one of them
Yeah,
with
Mary.
roses.
And, Jason
Oh my God!
is 60.
And they're dancing, and then Jason came in with a bouquet and to me and proposed me with the ring, and of course I said yes.
As I was growing up, I was fairly sick when I was a kid, but I was very social and very popular. I was a very outgoing person, so I had no problems meeting people and finding girlfriends, things like that.
Jason is very gentleman and very kind-hearted man. He accepts me and my culture, which I love him so much for that.
But I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was very young. At 21, as a result of the diabetes, I actually went legally blind for 6 years, lost my eyesight totally. And very quickly, all those friends that I had kind of dropped off, and I was left with just a few close friends. I had an operation which fixed one eye, which gave me tunnel vision back in that one eye.
About Jason is very kind. He helped to my family, not financially, but his support about everything regarding all problems. He's very understanding.
I found the AFA website, and they sort of offer these tours where they could introduce to people. I actually originally thought it'd be a good way to meet friends. And they had all these nice girls as well. I thought, look, maybe I could find the right girl as well. And I think my first tour I went to was in Costa Rica, but I wasn't really confident in myself. I was after other people, the guys who were sort of searching on the internet, if they sort of feel the same way, they're not quite confident that there's a really nice girl out there for them. That confidence needs to be built up. And that's where AFA kind of helped me. You meet these girls at the socials where there's hundreds of them, they just turn up and they actually want to talk to you and meet you.
Jason and I met from loveme.com, and then we exchanged letters.
I started in Costa Rica. I then moved on to Ukraine, But I went to Ukraine, to Odessa, Kiev, and did AFA tours there. I then moved on and did some in China, and then I went to the Philippines. And the Philippines, actually found the girls here actually to be the most caring girls that I've ever found. They really do look after their men. Before I met AFA, I had no confidence in meeting someone, but the more of these girls that you meet, you actually realise there is actually someone out there for you. Now, you may be a little bit overweight, you may not be 100%. I'm legally blind and I found the right girl, so my face is a little bit sloped. I had a stroke 2 years ago as well, and she still loves me, so this is what I'm saying, it's possible for anyone to actually find the right girl at these things.
Here I am for our big day, getting married today.
I just wanna be your morning light, and the sun come up with you by my side. I just wanna be your morning light. Fire burns down and the embers slow,
I am personally happy to be able to journey with them.
but I never get cold when it's you I hold.
Both cultures, Jason, Australian, and Kimberly, pure Filipina. This is both cultures mixing up together, and of course, brothers and sisters, without love, we cannot join them together. Do you accept him as your lawful husband?
Yes, I do.
Do you accept her as your lawful wife? Yes, you do.
When I met you, I met a universe.
Jason, you may not kiss your bride, Kimberly.
And now everything in my world is yours. 'Cause when I met you, I met a universe. I just wanna be your morning
But you
light.
see, I'm here. And there is reality. There's somewhere out there, girls, that will love you seriously and respect you for who you are.
Best advice I can give, it's real.
All right, yeah, you said.
That's a good story.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
It really is. There's so many different layers to that. You know, first of all, it's funny how they both said, "Oh, you know, this is real." At the beginning, this is
Yeah.
real. We didn't tell them to say that. I mean, obviously, it's real. They met each other at this social. It progressed into a relationship, which progressed into a wedding. Of course, it doesn't all
Yeah,
happen in
of
1
course.
week.
Yes, of
It
course.
takes time for all this to happen, but it did happen, and it's so cool that that happened. And then also, what I thought was very interesting too was, you know, Jason's been through a lot in his life, right? I
Yes,
mean, with the
a
diabetes,
lot.
he was blind,
For
several
6 years.
For 6
Yeah, for
years.
6 years.
Lost most of his so-called friends, which unfortunately happens in life. It's just the way we are. It's sad, but that's what happens. And then had a stroke. So he's going through all these
He now
physical
has
issues.
one eye now.
Right.
Yeah, for operation.
Yet, and so it really affected his confidence. And yet going to these socials really helped improve
Yeah,
that
it's-
confidence. You've been to these socials, you
Yes,
see how it works, and you
The
see
buddies that the local stuff will gonna build your confidence and help you
Yeah.
how to deal with the several ladies. And
Yeah, and it's great. So I think that he did wonderful with that and was able to go from table to
Yeah.
table, meet the women. And when he saw that he was getting very good reception from these women, it kept building to where maybe that's what helped him to
Yeah.
finally meet Kimberly,
Kimberly.
and feel strong enough and confident enough to make that happen. Otherwise, you know, it may never have happened. So this whole process of going to these tours, going to the socials, really does help. Now, a lot of guys go and they have a ton of confidence already, and that's fine too. They're just not finding who it is they want to find here. So it's not just
Yeah.
for men, you know, who need a little bit of a confidence builder, because, you know, this is for everybody.
He's been for 4 different socials too.
Yeah, he's been to Costa Rica, Ukraine,
Costa Rica, China.
you know, but he thought the women in the Philippines, at least from his perspective,
He
were the
said
most
more caring women.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you know what?
And
I've
so-
always,
yeah, it's true, girl. It's
Well,
true, guys.
you know, the women in the Philippines are very sensitive to people, especially if you have some kind of a disability. It seems like you're very caring,
yeah,
very
we're
much
caring,
caretakers. And actually, isn't that like one of the main things that a lot of the women from the Philippines
Yes,
do around the world?
the caretaker,
They're
like,
caretakers.
Caregiver, yeah.
I mean,
that's
yeah, well,
what they
caregivers,
do.
yeah. I mean, that's what they do.
We're
they
not
take care.
just like it's within the heart when you work something.
Has to
yeah.
be, or else you couldn't do that. I mean, it has to be. So I see that it's like part of the culture, and it's really an interesting dynamic of the culture. It really is.
And this, to think that's different people, two different culture and people united as one. It's really, oh my God.
That's what we do, right? And we've done that for 24 years and helped so
I want
many
another
people come together.
wedding.
Well, another wedding with the same guy or
Of
different?
course. Yes, but
Just checking. Just checking.
of course, with my Robin Hood.
You're Robin Hood, yes, I know. All right, so let's get back to some of these questions. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I thought that it was really informative and helpful and motivational to some of you who are still sitting on the couch wondering, well, I don't know if I could do this. Well, you know, he went through a lot of hardships in his life, and he kept persevering, and he went to a couple different ones. It wasn't just the first social he went to. He fell in love. It took him a few different ones, a few different countries, but then he was able to finally find the love of his life, and that's how life is sometimes. You know, sometimes a guy will go on one tour, go to one social, and not find the woman they want to spend their rest of life with. And, oh, well, this didn't work. Well, look, you know, it is what you make of it. And you have to go and you have, I mean, you were at other socials where you didn't find your Robin Hood, you didn't find the man of your dreams, but you kept going until you did. And that's pretty much like anything in life. It's there. Like anything that you want to attain, you have to work for it, you have to persevere. But if you do that, like Jason did, you can be successful.
Like now, see?
All right. So hopefully you're watching this,
Happy
Jason
ending.
and Kimberly, and
A happy beginning,
congratulations to
I mean.
both of you, and yeah, happy beginnings.
beginning.
All right. Let's get on to Mike in Ohio, my place of birth. Great Ohio.
Ohio, wow.
Ohio's a great state.
Ohio,
where I'm from.
Ohio, oh, really?
Yes, I am. All right. Not that anyone cares, but I am.
From Mike, here's how much money is good to spend on a 14-day tour?
$10 million. The Philippines are relatively inexpensive, right? I mean, restaurants are pretty cheap.
Yeah, pretty cheap.
Taxis are pretty cheap.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you were-
$4 for a taxi, oh,
Yeah.
see?
I mean, if you were to
Like
bring,
that.
look, this is a regular, let's say it's a 14-day tour and you're on a regular 14-day
Yeah.
vacation. What would you normally bring? Maybe, I don't know, $1,000? Something like that, maybe somewhere in that neighborhood, depending on your habits. I mean, if you like to go to the nicest places, and you like to go out all the time, and you're doing a lot of dating, you're taking the women to very nice places, you'll probably go to a $1,000, $1,500 in 14 days, which is really not that much money for 14 days. So it just really depends on your spending habits. If you want to call in and talk to us a little bit more, we can give you a little better advice, because I've seen guys who can spend $2,000 at one dinner, right? Because they're ordering $500 bottle of champagne, and give me this and give me that.
Yeah,
And,
depends.
and there's, and then there's other guys that will, because the breakfast is included every day,
yeah.
and they'll get like
Free.
the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs
Free
at breakfast, and they will
it's
eat.
a buffet.
Yeah, but they'll eat like 50 eggs at breakfast. That one they don't eat for the rest of the day, so they save money. So there's extremes on the tours of the guys and how much money to spend. But the average, I would say, for a 14-day tour is somewhere between $1,000 to $1,500, somewhere in there. Because you're going to go out, you want to do stuff, you're going to buy souvenirs.
Yeah, you want to enjoy your
Yeah.
experience there with,
But
with
the
the
one
ladies.
thing that you won't have to spend money on in the Philippines, which is different than any other city we go to, is the interpreting, right? Because everyone speaks English, so you won't be having
you
to
won't have
pay for any
problems in
interpreting.
communication.
No, you
Yeah.
can communicate with everyone.
And you can use your card too. Just call your bank, and that say you will go traveling. That's what Rob's doing. Like call the bank first, and then you can do the. You can use your card in the Philippines too.
Because Rob can spend money. I know that. If you're watching Rob, yes. Money. Okay.
From David, will it be difficult to get a fiancé visa if I was married in the Philippines in '94, later divorced in the USA? No, it's not. It's not difficult to. Though it's a long process, but to get a fiancé visa is not difficult. You have AFA who can help with the processing in it, as long as you show that it was divorced. You were divorced by then, and then submit complete documents.
Yeah, just
Don't have
because
a
you were
problem
just
at all.
because you were married to a Filipino previously and were married in the Philippines and you got divorced
Yeah.
here, that's not going to prohibit you for filing for another fiancé visa. And it sounds like you didn't do a fiancé visa the first time anyway. It sounds like you just got married there. I don't know if you ever did a spousal visa to bring her back to the U.S. at any point, but even if you did, it's not a problem because everyone knows sometimes marriages are not going to work out. That doesn't mean that you're prohibited from ever marrying another Filipino woman. I mean, that's ridiculous. So yeah, don't worry about that too much.
Not a problem. So go for it.
And David also wants to know.
Are there any non-Catholic women in Cebu? Yes,
No.
there is.
No, there's not
Non-Catholic?
one. No, I'm just kidding.
There is.
Yeah,
We have. There's a lot of different what you call that religion. Yeah,
Religions.
religion in the Philippines.
What you call that? It's
Yeah.
religion.
Religion.
You're
Yeah,
very
religion.
Catholic, right?
So-
Everyone's Catholic.
Yeah, it's. But it's like 90% of the Philippines is Catholic.
Okay, like,
Yeah.
can you find a lot of Jewish people? Are there like Jewish delis?
Muslim,
Muslim?
the Islam,
Islam.
and then the
Is there Buddhist? Is
yeah,
there
there's a Buddhist too.
Buddhist?
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
And, yeah, but still, even if there are Catholic, there's a Catholic that is not too religious. Me, I'm not that religious, but I still believe in God. Yeah, amen.
Amen. Yes.
Yeah.
Are there very many women in the Philippines who just don't believe in religion at all? We call them agnostic, or they just don't really have
Yeah,
a
there
religion?
is some
There's
too. Some.
Yeah?
But
Not very common?
Yeah, it's rare. It's rare
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
We grew up with our culture that
Heavy
believes
Catholic
in
influence. Very heavy Catholic influence. So, like, for instance, this last week was Easter week. And
Yeah.
everyone just stopped working for
Yeah,
the week.
everyone. Yeah,
Oh,
the mall is
Holy Week.
closed in the Philippines. The mall is closed.
Yeah, everything closes,
Only
shuts down.
Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Rob said only Jollibee is open here.
Yeah, everything closes
Yeah,
pretty much
and
for
it's-
Easter. You know, it's a
The
big
city
deal.
is silent. It's like it's a ghost town.
And Christmas, the same thing?
Yeah, Christmas the same thing too.
Yeah.
It's really Christmas, New Year celebration. It's because family gathering. Yeah, it's not just the occasion itself, but it's the family that's family gathered. We call it even if it's a different event, but we call it like a reunion of
Yeah, like a family reunion. Yeah.
reunion.
And the
to each
holidays, the
other,
reason
yeah.
to gather and all that. Absolutely. And that's why you see the airfares go up around those times, especially in the Philippines, because there's so many people in the
People,
Philippines who
yeah.
work outside of the Philippines. They work in different countries as
Yes.
care providers
Care
or things like that.
provider,
And so when these holidays happen, they all come home. And so the
yeah.
airports are swamped because everyone's flying in to be with their family.
Expensive too.
Yeah. Well, actually, my own mother is in a care facility. Unfortunately, she has Alzheimer's, and I would say that 80% of the caregivers there are Filipino.
Filipinos,
And
yeah.
I was talking, I'm friends with them, and they're talking about how they're going home for the holidays and things like
yeah.
that. So yeah.
It's a big issue.
Okay, Mark wants to know.
Here. Hello, Ronna. What does the saying "eat your meal in time" mean? Oh, eat your meal. It's because in the Philippines we have this culture that every 6 p.m. it should be dinner. So all together should meet on the table together. And then at 8 a.m. or 7 when the kids are going to school, 7 is a meetup time that everyone should be on the table. Yeah. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner is mealtime is very important in the Philippines because we all do love food, and food is one of the biggest moment where we all gather together. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there's been studies done about that too, and you know, there's an old saying: the family that eats together stays together.
Stays together, yeah.
But there's truth to that because it's an excuse for everybody to come together and bond
Yeah,
and talk about their
talk about
experiences.
your days.
And you communicate, because when people don't do that, and you know, your kid takes the plate to the room,
yeah,
and you're going to watch TV and you eat.
Yeah, it's
you're
one thing that I don't
isolated.
like here in America too, because they just like, oh, you're on your own eating. Yeah.
Oh, it happens a lot in a lot of
Yeah.
families, or it's just so busy. Because there's another thing about the United States that Ronna has told me before, and actually we have other Filipino women that actually work for us here, and they've told me that they think that we're crazy in the United States because we work so much.
Yes.
It's like, you guys work all the time. Because in the Philippines, you have a lot of holidays.
Yeah, a lot of
Like every
holidays.
week there's a holiday. There's this day, National Bird Day, National, and they take it off.
We always find time to talk to somebody, to relieve stress, to make ourselves happy, because it's not just about the money. It's about how you live your life. Like, even yes, you do have a little of money, but in your emotional, in your psychological, you happy, you're rich on your own, in your own way. And then every time we eat, we have to, like, you have to share someone, like, call it, let's eat, Sarah, let's eat. You have to share, and even if she don't want to eat, but you still ask somebody to, or ask everyone to eat something. Yeah.
You know, it's really interesting too, because I've traveled many different countries, and I've seen many different cultures, and I've seen many different socioeconomic ranges of people throughout the last quarter of a century, or no, yeah, quarter of a century, I guess. I'm not that old yet. I was going to say half a century.
It's quarter
I'm really
century.
old. Yeah. So the last 25 years. And I'll tell you, it's very interesting that it seems like when you go to the most disadvantaged economic areas, where these, you know, say in the Philippines, where a lot of people really don't have that much as far as material things, but you see them walking down the streets, you see them interacting with each other, smiling, they're so happy with each other, and they're so happy in their life. Yet then I go to some really ritzy places like Scottsdale, New York City, and you see these people with all these rings and these diamonds on and all this jewelry, but they have this stoic, really the stoic face, and they're just, you know, not happy.
Yeah, no,
right?
not welcoming appearance.
No, and they're all stressed out, and they're walking around tight, and just don't seem to be enjoying life so much. Yet they've got the Maserati, and they got this, and they got that, and the beautiful condo, and the big bank account, and the stocks and bonds. But they're so worried about all this stuff all the time that they're forgetting that the most precious commodity that we possibly have is time. You can't buy time.
Yeah.
And you're working so hard to get all these things, because at some point in the future, you just killed our whole computer. Oh my God. Sorry guys, that's it. There's no more questions. We're done. It's over. And I was just in the middle of a very salient, nice point, and you killed me. You just killed me.
Sorry.
Okay, no more time. We're done.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna get this back somehow, some way.
Well, sorry, guys.
Okay.
Sorry,
Killian, you have to come save us.
And Filipinos too are like easygoing. We're an easygoing person. We're like, it's like, well, it's just a small reason to smile, and we smile every day.
Everywhere.
Like,
Everyone there. I'm walking around, everyone's smiling, they're happy. Some of the kids, they don't have shoes. They're just walking around, and it's like, you know, eating street food off this little thing that you might be afraid to eat. I'm looking at that food. And Tanya's usually pretty brave, but she was even a little hesitant to go up to the street food places and eat the street food.
It's really good.
Is it really good? See, Tanya's got to go do it. So I know one of the questions before you killed our whole computer was what the average age of the women, and I believe he's meaning on our site, is. What would you say the average age of the women that join a foreign affair?
Join a foreign affair is mostly like 20s.
Yeah, I would say about mid to late 20s would be average age, because there are definitely women in their 30s and 40s. Just some guys have been calling me and say, John, you know, I really want to go to Cebu, but a lot of the women seem to be really young. But we do have many women in their 30s and 40s that are on the site as well. So, you know, you just need to look. But I'd say average age is going to be about mid to maybe late 20s, somewhere in that age range. But then again, when you throw in the fact that they are, the age gap is very elastic, so that the women are more prone to larger age differences and more open
and
to
more
it.
open
So-
and more welcome to different culture and possibilities. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
Yep. Sure.
You know, I know in the Ukraine, it's very interesting because if a woman gets to be about 25, 26 and she's not married yet, oh my gosh, the parents are getting worried, the grandmother's getting worried, she's an old maid, she's never going to get married. Only no, in the United States, it's not like that. If you're 25, 26, oh, you've got so much time left, don't worry, thank you. Killian saved the day. We got our
Thank
computer
you.
back, so we're happy. Yay! So, what is it in the Philippines? Is there an age where the parents start saying, "Okay, we got a problem here. Little Jolly is not married yet. You know what's
When
going
you
on?"
earn when you start 30.
30. Oh, so
Yeah,
they don't get worried until you're 30.
Yeah.
So you could be 26, 27,
Yeah.
and still okay.
Yeah, you're still okay.
Oh, no,
But 30
Ukraine's
gets-
even worse then. Okay.
30 is when you turn 30, it's because the age that that's easy to bear a child is,
Right.
from a woman is 30 to 33.
Right.
That's the difficult, or that's the last, like, it's your hope. Last
Your last
hope.
window?
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, it's
I'm either gonna have a kid
to
or I'm
have a
not.
kid. So the parents are worrying having a grandchild.
They want grandchildren?
Yeah, I want grandchild, but
Is that a big deal to most
yes,
of the parents
yeah.
over there? They want those grandkids?
Yeah. They've been wanting to have how many you can. As long as they have a grandchild.
That's so funny. All right. Well, that's interesting because I'm telling you, in the Ukraine, it's 26, 27. Those parents start getting worried. It's like, how come you're not married yet? There's a documentary that they did about us, and in that documentary, they showed the parents, because this our wonderful woman got engaged through us, and she was coming to the United States, and they interviewed the parents what they thought about their child leaving. And they're like, oh, our little chickadee's finally leaving the nest. We were worried. We want grandchildren already. And she's 26. Oh my, it's time already, you know. But in the United States, we don't look at it that way anymore. We're like, oh no, you have time. Do your schooling first. Get a career going. Then worry about getting married. And that wasn't the way back in the 50s and 60s here. Back then, women, you know, they were getting married at 21, 22, no problem, right? And men usually 23, 24, a little bit older by a couple of years maybe, but still, that was about the age when everyone got married, and then you started having children right away, and that dynamic has really changed here. But around the rest of the world, it's still pretty close to that. So yeah, it's really interesting. Because there are differences, guys. I mean, that's why we do what we do. I mean, cultures are different. It's not all the same. I know in today's politically correct world, we all want to pretend like we're all the same. Men are the same, women are the same, and cultures are the same,
but
and everything's the
culture,
same. But you know what? That's just not the truth. And there are differences between men and women.
Yes, of course.
Physical, emotional, mental, everything. There's just all kinds of differences. The way that we view the world is different, whether you want to admit it or not. And then same with cultures. There are differences. And it's not to say that one is better than the other, really, right? It's just that there are differences, and there should be. If everything and everybody was all the same all the time, well, just shoot me. How boring would that be? You want differences,
Yes,
right?
of course.
I
That's
don't
why
want
everyone
a woman
is
to be like
unique.
a man.
Yeah.
You don't want a man to be like a woman, right? Yeah.
Everyone is unique. That's why we have this. Everyone is unique, and also we all changes are also the difference and different environment.
Sure. All right, so let's see what we have. An Aussie here.
Aussie.
SPG. Okay, what's he want?
How many of them want to stay in the Philippines? I, for one, am leaving Australia for good after I finally sell an investment property, and I'm interested in settling in the Philippines.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, yeah,
You're
it's
getting
really
out of
cool.
Australia, huh? Leaving Dodge, and you're going to move to the Philippines. Well, what do you think about that? Would a woman be happy with that or no?
Yep. She will be very happy because she don't have to worry about different going to different culture, and she will be happy spending time with her family, and of course with you, Aussie. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and you will be also you both be enjoying your time together in the Philippines, since the family are there, and then the food, the place, of course.
So let me ask you, Ronna, a little personal question here. So if Rob would have got down on one knee and asked you to marry him and all that nice, stuff, and said, and I want to move and stay here in the Philippines, and I can work from the Philippines, which is pretty much good. Would you be willing to do that and stay in the Philippines?
Actually, it's 60% going to the Philippines, 40% is staying here. Because in the it's about like balancing and how you, if you go there, how will we live, or like because in the Philippines there's a little opportunity other than in right here in the.
Well, if he has money, let's say he can live. Let's say that he could do the job, get paid the same money.
Oh, of course, I would love to.
Then you would love to do it?
Yes, and
You hear
move
that, Rob? Just stay there. We're going to send Ronna over, and you guys
but
just
still,
going to stay
it's
there.
a
That's
different point of views, and then case to case, case to case base.
But you would like that? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So, SBG Aussie, I think you're fine. You want to meet the right woman in the Philippines and tell her that you want to stay there with her. She's going to be happy because, she doesn't have to leave her family. It's just a myth that the women are just trying to escape something, right? They're trying to get out of their country. It's so bad, and you have to come and rescue them. That's so ridiculous, but that is a myth perpetrated by the media, perpetrated by just people who are ignorant of how this really works. These women are not trying to escape anything.
Yeah.
They're not trying to find a way out.
We're
What they're-
finding love.
you're
love.
trying to find love. You're trying to find that right man, that right person to spend the rest of your life with.
That's
Not
why
to
we
escape
accept.
their homeland. You love your homeland. You love the Philippines, don't you?
That's why we accept the challenge of going somewhere,
because for love.
For love, yeah.
Right. And the sooner guys start, and people in general start understanding that and thinking that, I think that stigma will start to go away. Because you weren't just trying to escape the Philippines. The Philippines is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh my God.
No.
The beach are.
The beaches, everything. It's wonderful. I know. See,
the
she's
people,
already getting homesick.
especially
are
the
wonderful.
people over here. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I see her around the Filipino community here, and she just blossoms. She's dogs, they're going out, then they start talking
eat while
Filipino,
talking.
they eat stuff, and they're just going crazy, and they love it. And when we're around each other, because they feel like they're at home, and they love
they're
that.
home. Yeah, feels
And,
like home.
Yeah, so I hate that stereotype where they just want to get out. It's just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
The next person who says that to me, I'm gonna have to think of something to do. I don't know. All right. What is it? We already did the average age. Let's get up here. Go ahead. This
Okay.
is Lippers
What
Bad.
amount of time, minimum or maximum, would you guys spend talking to a selection of Filipinas before going to the Philippines on a tour?
I can answer that really quickly. I would say virtually none, because I spent virtually no time. I'd spent zero time actually talking to anyone before I went on that tour 23 years ago. Well, it'll be 22 years this July, where I met my wife Tanya at one of the socials, the same kind of social that you went to, right?
Yeah.
And you know Tanya.
Of
I
course.
was lucky.
Hi, Tanya.
She might be watching. I think she's watching.
Oh,
tonight.
she's watching.
I'm
Last
hoping
time
she's
she watched
watching.
too.
She was watching. Yeah. So I met her without ever writing a letter, without spending any time looking at profiles. Of course, I was leading the tour. I wasn't really trying to meet someone to marry. It just kind of happened. But it did happen. It happens to so many people that you know when you go on these tours, it's offline dating basically.
Yeah,
You're
it's
not worried about the
exciting.
sites.
Yeah,
You're in
exciting.
front of all these people. And so it doesn't really matter that you didn't write a bunch of letters. It doesn't really matter that you didn't look at a bunch of profiles and you give us a list that's 10 miles long, only to have you go over and meet a woman who wasn't on your list who you're going to marry anyway, which happens the majority of the time. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I would just go. I would have a wonderful time. If you want to take some time and write some letters before you go, that's fine. If you want to look at the profiles and give us a list of 15 or 20 that you think you want to meet when you get there, that's fine. Is it going to make or break your tour? Absolutely not. Going over and putting yourself in a position to be effective, efficient, and successful is what you need to do. Like that guy right there, he's at a table with all these different women. He has the opportunity to meet everyone. Is he interested in everyone there? No. But he's going to have that opportunity, like him too, to meet all these different women. And there might be one or two at the end of the night that he's most interested in, right?
Yes,
Would
of
you agree?
course. Of course. You will find something special or someone special in there.
Did Rob ever write you before you went over?
No.
So did you know he existed before you met him at the
No.
social? No.
No.
See? Yeah, that's how it works, guys. I'm telling you. All right.
From Chris, did the socials take place in low crime, dangerous areas? No.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Well, it's the way you asked that
it's a
question.
safe
Do
place.
the socials take place in low? No, you have to take a bulletproof vest with you and a machine gun and fight off all those bad guys to get in here to meet these beautiful women, because that's the test. If you can do that, then they will marry you.
It's like
Chris, it's fine. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be safe.
yeah,
It's a
safe.
great trip. It's we're staying at some of the
EFA
nicest
stuff,
hotels.
local stuff will be there for you.
In the, I don't know, in the Philippines now. I know we've been doing this for 22 years. I think we've been in the Philippines now for like 18 years. And knock wood, this is glass, so someone's probably going to die. But we've never lost anyone yet, right?
Oh
There.
my
Thank you
God.
for the wood
Amen.
over there. I appreciate that. That didn't want to be lost. There's some men that that's not going to work. Stop doing that. You're giving away all of our secrets. So, anyways, you're going to be fine, Chris. If you want to call and talk a little bit more about safety issues and whatnot when you travel, I will. I mean, I understand there are, when you travel, no matter where you go, whether it's France, whether it's Italy, Russia, Colombia, wherever you're going, you always want to make sure you understand the culture. You do take precautions, but you know, we give you a lot of really good advice, and when you're there, the staff will tell you where to go, what not to go, what to do, what not to do. And just like Phoenix, look, Phoenix to me is more dangerous than Cebu. I go home tonight, I guarantee you there's going to be 3 or 4 shootings on the news just in Phoenix of people shooting each other and killing each other. And so to me, it's Phoenix, Arizona is more dangerous than a lot of the places, every place that we go to. So keep that in mind. But we take good care of you.
Don't you worry.
You're going to be fine. You don't need that bulletproof vest. Don't worry. All right. And then Chris is asking, do most of the
From
single women
Chris,
have children?
Yeah, the most of the single women have children. I say like 60%.
You think have children?
Have children. Yeah, because once it's like when you're dedicated or when you're finding someone who will be like stable and relationship, it's like you are already like heartbroken. Like me, I was heartbroken before I entered or I registered to AFA. So it's finding or opening doors.
Ronna was heartbroken until she was lucky enough to meet Rob, or I should say Rob was lucky enough to meet her. So Ronna wants to actually have a little surprise for you guys here now towards the end of the show. She has she's friends with a couple who also met in the Philippines, and they live in Houston.
The client, John, they're in Houston, Texas. John, the client, is one of my, he's the one who invited me where on the socials where I meet Rob. He's a very big,
Do we have a picture of this
big
guy?
role.
So you dated him, right?
Yes, I dated him twice, and we talk about.
You dated him before you met Rob?
Yes, of course.
I'm just asking.
It's a friendly date, of course. Everyone started with a friendly date.
Friendly date.
Yeah, there's no intimate click on us, but we really are friends, and Jolly, of course.
So Jolly was the one that
Jolly was
married
the
them.
one.
Did you introduce
Of course,
them?
yeah. We talked together.
Yeah? Well, let's call
and
him
then
up.
we have double.
We're gonna call
double date
him.
too.
We're gonna make a call, and we're gonna say hi to
I'm
them
gonna
really
talk
quickly
to
here.
John and Jolly from Houston, Texas. Okay.
Okay, so this is John and Jolene.
Hi, John and Jolly, right?
Jolly.
Yeah, Jolly is now 8 months pregnant.
And Jolly is 8 months pregnant. Well, congratulations, guys. That's wonderful.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi, John.
Hi.
Oh, we're here from the show.
Leave
There
this
you
by
go.
your microphone pretty much.
Hello.
So, well, hi, this is John.
Yep, this is John. Hold on, let me mute.
Oh, you're watching us, huh?
Yes, they're watching. They're my fans.
As the talk shows go, turn down the radio, and then yeah. Okay, John, you there?
Yep, I'm here with Joey.
Jolly, well, hi. But first of all, congratulations, guys. I hear that you have a new member coming soon. That's fantastic. Yay! We'll give you some applause
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna visit you soon.
So, can you,
I'm already excited.
so you guys met how long ago?
So we met 2 years ago.
So you met 2 years ago, and Jolly, where are you from? What city?
Yep.
Davao?
Davao, yeah. Dad.
So are you missing Davao at all?
Same city with Ronna.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
You miss it.
Miss Davao.
Yeah.
Have you been back to Davao since you've been in the United States?
No, not yet. I cannot go back yet.
Because of the papers, right? And you're pregnant.
And she's pregnant.
Yes.
Okay. We had a question earlier about food. So what's the one American food you really don't like, and what's the one that you really like?
Jelly?
You.
Oh, I don't like American food.
You don't like American food? It's okay.
She likes healthy vegetables. She keeps cooking Filipino every night. It's wonderful.
So you're eating Filipino food, John? Do you like Filipino food?
Oh, yes, I love it. Especially when she cooks all these soups and things. It's great.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I like that. So, John, you eating a lot of rice, I take it, right?
Oh, yeah. She even taught me how to make it.
Yeah.
You know how to cook rice.
Yeah. John only knows how to cook rice. You have to learn more because Jelly is pregnant and she's gonna have more lesser time to cook because she will have baby soon.
I know.
You have to learn more.
That is so funny. Well, you know, guys, I really want to, first of all, like I said, congratulate you on the marriage. That's wonderful. And now you're building a family, and it's so cool. John, what got you interested in exploring the option of international dating?
Well, I got out of a relationship, and I had traveled some to Asia before, and I know I loved it. And one time I was in the Philippines about 3 years ago, just for a week, and I just literally fell in love with it. I mean, I'm also Catholic, and it was just so warming to be there. And I thought, I had heard about these tours, and so then as soon as I was totally free, I just grabbed the computer. I think a week later, I was on a plane and on my way to Davao to go to one of the tours.
Wow. That's amazing. That's so fantastic.
I had to give them a list of 10 girls to invite to the socials, and Ronna was one of the 10 girls.
Yay!
Yeah,
Thank you.
John, I heard a little story about you dating Ronna. I don't know about Rob. That's, yeah. John, you hear that she dated?
She knows.
She knows? Yeah, okay.
Right, little sis?
No, we were very honest, with everything, and then
I know everything.
Yeah, see? We know everything.
Because, it's just honest with every girl that I was dating. I was dating several girls. I would go to breakfast with one and then have a lunch date. I really wanted to meet a lot of people on the first trip. And so, it just, was honest with them that, I'm got a date with another girl and, so was in the dark. And then even Rob came up to me after a couple of days, and he had known that I had dinner with Ronna,
Right.
and he knew that I was going to have a date with another girl at the next thing, and he says, "Hey, I was thinking about, going out with Ronna." I thought, "Oh yeah, she's wonderful."
Well, and we talk about that all the time. We're laughing right now, but the tours are very supportive, right? The guys really do help each other. In this case, you guys helped each other, and it all worked out because you both found the right matches, right? It just took a little shuffling around a little bit, but you guys found the right matches, and it worked out really, really well. So that's so cool, John. I love that, and Jolly, that's great. I understand that you guys are gonna make a special appearance at the seminar in Houston, right?
Wow.
Come over and meet the guys and say hi.
That is so cool. I really appreciate you guys doing that. I know you asked if, you're the one that reached out to us and offered that, and that's really, really nice of you guys. So Bud's going to be the one that'll be doing that. Unfortunately, I can't go because that's the weekend of my daughter's prom and all this stuff going on that I got to be here for. It's one of those milestones, once in a life things. So, but Bud is fantastic. He does a great job with these things, and so he'll be there. And it'll be a fun seminar, and you guys can show firsthand how this can actually work. And so that's so cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, John and Jolly. I love you all. See you. See you next month, okay?
Yeah.
Bye bye. Take care. Love you much. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, so that was really wonderful of them. That was so cool. They make such a beautiful couple. I mean, you guys made a pretty good looking couple too, I'm sure, but they make a beautiful couple.
Yes,
It's
of
wonderful.
course. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I love them both. Yeah, John and Jolie, yes. Like we also have we have dinner couple dates. I mean, the double date together
Did you
in
really?
Cebu. Yes, in Cebu at Waterfront.
That's wonderful. All right, we got to knock out these questions because we got to run, or else again the union's going to come kill us and then kill you and all this stuff. You know.
From
These tech guys, you got to watch out because they. All right, go ahead.
From Bob, in the Philippines, what format do you use at socials? Speed dating or something else? Also, if I go, can someone there help me figure out best air to take? Yes, AFA will gonna help you on the tour, and we're gonna give you advice on what to take and the cheapest one. We have a lot of and the socials too. Don't you worry. We have a social staff that will help you through the tours that you will go.
And the format that we do is a speed dating type format, right? So you're going to be going from table to table, right? And then they're
Table
going to ring the bell.
hopping in 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to meet the girls and on that table, and then for another 10 minutes to another table. So
Yep.
we
So
call
that's
it table hopping.
And then at the end, there'll be time for going back and
Yes,
socializing more with the
yeah.
women that you're most interested
And
in.
you have your buddy to list down their number, their ID number to put so that for the next, or you want a date with them.
Right.
Yeah. So
And-
don't worry, you won't miss any ladies there.
And when you decide that you're ready to go, give us a call. We'll help you figure out the airfare. Asiana is really good. Another
Yeah, it's
plug.
cheap.
They should give us a discount. But that's a good one to look at. But we'll help you with the airfare and all that.
The
figuring it out.
hotels, everything
Oh,
will
yeah.
be
Well, hotels
will be
are
settled.
included, so that's not a
yeah.
problem. All right. Mark
From
wants
Mark,
to know-
Ronna, how do you handle family that is very skeptical about this whole process? Oh, okay. I handled when I entered, when I became a member of AFA, I told them that, Mom, Dad, don't be skeptical, because I'm opening new doors for my life, for opportunities to meet a husband, of course. He's a foreigner, so hopefully you're gonna understand me like that. So they're supporting families. Once you get to know them, they're very supportive, as long as you open up and then show your sincerity about doors that you're going to open, like that.
Okay, so they were
Opportunities,
supportive.
Yeah,
right?
supportive.
Okay.
As long as you have, the guy should meet the parents. That's the parents first before you get married or you get to like intimate relationship or like
Yeah.
being engaged. Yeah.
Because in that culture where the parents really
Yeah.
do have a lot of
Yes.
influence, and it's important to show the respect.
Ask their hand.
Yeah, the respect that's due to the parents, you need to honor that and show that, and that's
Yeah.
really important, and you should. So, and I don't know, Mark, if your family is skeptical about the whole process, it should be the same thing. They should want the
open up.
best for you. You're opening up new doors. You're opening up new options, new paths. And we don't have to stay in the same box that we're all in all the time. Well, you date here,
Yes, yeah.
and maybe you can go, out a little bit with Match.com to you date someone maybe in California. You can date anyone, anywhere in the world, and you should be able to. This is the most important decision you're ever going to make. Why would you limit
it's
yourself?
for
by
it's your
geography?
life. It's
Yeah.
your happiness. It's the happiness is at its stake.
All right, we're going to take one last comment, and this is from, I think, your husband.
Oh, from
Yes.
Rob, my husband. Of
And what's
course.
he saying?
Okay. Great show, dear. Although I feel like I'm watching a version of Beauty and the Beast. Am I the Beast here?
No, I don't think he's referring to you as the beast. That's okay.
Rob, too bad you're not here. Sorry.
Yeah,
So you're gonna come home right away.
Uh-huh.
Love you.
All right.
I want to say hi to my mom and dad, Papa Rons, and Mama Dali from Davao City. I love you guys.
All right. Good. You miss them?
Of course. Although I'm talking to them on Facebook and the Viber, but it's still different when you're together. Yeah.
I understand.
Face
I
to face.
understand. Well, all I can say is Ronna has been a wonderful addition and asset to us here at A Foreign Affair and to the United States in general, because you're here now, and that's wonderful. So you've been wonderful.
Yeah.
So thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
You did a great job tonight.
I love this job.
You like it?
Yeah, of course.
Good. You did wonderful. You illuminated how this culture works and what the women think. And guys, thank you so much for all your questions tonight. They were wonderful and well thought out, and that's great. That's what we like, and that's what we're here for. So we won't be here next Wednesday, right? But the Wednesday after that.
Next after Wednesday.
So every other Wednesday, Ronna will be here for all things Filipino. She'll probably be here on her own next time, which is great. You can do it on your own, no problem. You don't need me, the beast, as some people refer to me as now.
Rob is just joking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I know. We will be doing the regular webcast next Monday, so make sure you jump in on
John.
that. Probably Bud will be there, but he'll be there. He'll be doing a great job. And then pretty soon, and I think in about another week, we're going to start on another day a Russian webcast with Dina, who's going to be doing a great job with that too. So that's going to be fun too. So we're going to be getting lots and lots of information for you guys out there, because I think it's important, because we want you to go. We want you to experience it. All right. So until next time, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you
See
so
later.
much.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.